The old man was just carrying a pig home, but he was stopped by a group of armed child soldiers. One boy insisted that the pig was stolen by the old man. He claimed to confiscate it in the name of justice. Faced with these armed kids, the old man had no choice but to give up his only possession to stay alive.
Come on, looting a fucking pig and say, somebody tell you, take a fucking coat.
So the boy happily hoisted the pig onto the vehicle, and proudly shouted "Move on," as the others cheered. Then the group of child soldiers continued toward their final destination. But halfway there, they were suddenly ambushed. Their leader, Johnny, immediately got out of the vehicle, and ordered his men to search for the enemy. But after a round of searching, they only found a submachine gun, and a boy hiding in the corner. They assumed the boy had fired the shot, so they searched him thoroughly, and tied his hands behind his back. The boy was terrified. He tried to run away, but the outcome was predictable. Since their vehicle was damaged, they had to continue on foot, but not long after they were attacked again. The experienced child soldiers quickly split up, and rushed to find cover. But the new recruit, Mike, stood frozen. It was his first time in battle, and he was too scared to react. From the gunfire, they quickly pinpointed the enemy's location. So Johnny gave orders to provide cover fire while rescuing the wounded. They worked together to advance step by step, and quietly entered an abandoned building. No one would believe these 10-year-olds were so skilled in combat tactics. Soon they reached the back of the sniper's position. After the threat was neutralized, they played a victory song, and carried their wounded comrade to an international medical aid center. Since it was a neutral zone, the staff agreed to take in the injured, but the armed boys were not allowed to enter. This led to a fierce argument, but having no medical skills themselves, Johnny had no choice but to give in. But after handing over his friend to the doctors, he made a harsh threat toward those inside. The child soldiers continued toward the capital, under orders from their general. But as they reached the outskirts of the city, they saw peacekeeping forces retreating. This meant their rebel faction had defeated the government forces, and it gave them free rein to loot the city. Johnny led his group into a rich family's home, but even after taking everything, he wasn't satisfied, and wanted to humiliate the owners. So he asked 2 questions he thought were difficult.
Show me the arrow triangle. I'm on meeting to the tail power.
He naively believed it would shame them, but the answers came easily. Johnny was furious, because those were the only answers he knew himself. His pride wounded, he still chose not to spare the family.